Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bourbon Bites. I'm Clifton, and welcome to another Thursday night live stream. Hopefully, you all are doing well tonight. I know this is the last stream before I go on vacation, so I want to do something a little simple, but also something a bit fun. So if y'all saw last week, I uploaded my review of Remus Repeal Batch 5. So this is the latest release, the 2021 release from George Remus, which of course we know is the MGP brand. If you missed that review, make sure to check it out on the channel after the stream. And if you're new here, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to hit the like button if you're enjoying the stream tonight, and subscribe if you're not yet. So should be a lot of fun. We have 3 different batches of Remus. So we have the 2019 batch, the 2020 batch, and the 2021 batch. So it's going to be a fun one. Those are the only 3 that I have, the only 3 I've actually seen in the wild. But I thought it'd be a fun way to taste through them, find out which one's my favorite. I know I've loved every single one of these on their own, have never compared them. So I thought it'd be a fun way to, figure out which one's the best. Let's say you see all of them on the shelf, but this is probably like really rare to happen. You should know which one you can pick up. So, but if you guys aren't able to find them on the shelves, like I'm hardly able to, I am doing a giveaway tonight. Donnie's going to help me out with that. So every $5 super chat is 1 entry into tonight's giveaway. You will win a sample of all 3 of these. So you'll get to do your own little side-by-side comparison, find out which one is your favorite, especially if you have access to buying any of them. If you want to try before you buy, I'll be sending a 2-ounce sample of all 3 of these. So if you're interested, like I said, every $5 super chat that comes in gets you an entry, and we will spin the wheel of whiskey at the end of the stream. So make sure you get your super chats in throughout the night. I'll have a cutoff point towards the end, towards around 7:50 or so. But yeah, so it should be a lot of fun. First of all, we're going to get some shout outs. I see a lot of people were hanging out here before. Sorry, I was a little bit late. I was making sure I had everything ready to go. I actually wanted to grab, I haven't had any bourbon yet today. So I grabbed, I wanted something similar proof since we're drinking all 100 proofers. So I found some TW Samuel's sample. I'm going to pour a little bit just to warm up a bit as we go through the names and get a warm welcome to everyone. So this is actually from my own bottle. I saved this from a long, long time ago. My Kentucky trip in 2019. So that's how long this has survived. I see Brandon in the house. Brandon, what's up? Brandon's an amazing mod here, along with Donnie, who I mentioned earlier. Some incredible patrons. Welcome. I think actually Eric Jansen may be my newest patron. I could be wrong about that, but welcome, Eric. Good to see you. Wesley Zeller, one of my OG patrons. Good to see you, man. Nick the Greek, who is a Bite Club member. If you aren't on Patreon and you want to support the channel, for $2 a month, you can access the Bite Club and get access to things like cool emojis that you could send. So you can do that right here on YouTube. There should be a little join button down below if you're interested in joining the Bite Club. Let's see. Let's scroll on down. People are coming in here. Mr. Whiskey Shits, what's up? Y'all go check out Livewire Whiskey, another channel here on YouTube. They are doing some really fun community streams. I haven't been able to catch any lately, but they've been a lot of fun. Fred Gilbert says, Remus. Welcome, Fred. Good to see you, man. I forgot I can click on comments. I haven't been on StreamYard in a minute. Perry says, I'm just pleased that I made it at all. Yes, if you guys haven't seen This Is My Bourbon podcast on YouTube, he goes live 2 hours before me. So subscribe to him there. And of course, follow his podcast. He just hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. They did a celebration tonight, so go check that out. I was able to catch the first half of it, and then I had to pack for my vacation, which I will get to here in just a second and talk a little bit about that. Wesley Zeller says, another beautiful Thursday night here as well. I'm glad. Yeah, it's really nice weather here in Southern California tonight. Brandon says, don't forget to smash that like button. Yes, seriously, even though we're just getting the party started, it's only going to go up from here, I hope. I already had down before I even started the stream. There was already a downvote, so make sure you guys maybe help me even that out, because I don't know who that was. I don't know. Maybe someone's just like, it's probably someone expecting to lose, because hashtag I never win the giveaway. So that's probably who it is. James Taylor, another Bite Club member and patron here. What's up, James? Lord Schlong, good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a live chat on mine in a bit, but good to see you. Oh wow, the chat just did the jumpy thing that everyone always complains about. Nick Frowen says, Cliffy, what's up, Nick? Hope you're doing well. Jeff Perkins says, greeting from the Bay Area, all sipping on some Blue Run 14. Nice. I have actually never had any of the Blue Run series. I was talking a little bit with Independent Joe about that. I'm just so unfamiliar. I get so confused with Blue Run, Bull Run. Like, it's a lot of blues and bulls, and they all sound the same. I need to do some research and get down on those. But cheers to you, Jeff. Hopefully you enjoy that pour. Sugar Kitty, Bite Club, and Patreon supporter. What's up, Sugar Kitty? Meow. Donner Pass Whiskey, good to see you. Whiskey Mountains, Adriana, how's it going? I feel like we need to reconnect. I haven't talked to you in a minute, so hope you're doing well tonight. Y'all go check out her channel. Steve Burkhow, welcome, Steve. Good to see you. I think that's actually the first time I've seen your name here, so welcome to the stream. Donner, I think I already said that. Yep. I think we got everyone here. Oh, 21090. What's up? Tony Bag of Donuts. And the chat's like jumping all over the place. Emily, I almost missed Emily. That would have been very unacceptable. What's up, Emily? Emily an incredible mod here for the channel as well. So I think I got Tony Bag of Donuts. I think. What's up, SG Flying High? What's up, Sherry? Todd Koopa, of course. Todd, how's it going, man? I saw you in Perry's chat too, but good to see you again. All right, so I got my TW Samuels. If y'all missed it, I don't know why I took the banner down. That's weird. Okay, banner's back up. So every $5 super chat gets you a chance to win a 2-ounce sample of all 3 of these Remuses. So you get to do your own little blind flight if you want to do it. Joseph Brazo, what's up, Joseph? Donnie says I nominate Whiskey Mountains for a wrench. She can absolutely have a wrench. I'm just not on YouTube right now, so I can't do that. By the way, I did want. This is my first, not my first stream, but my first Thursday night stream since last Thursday. Last Thursday, I was on location at Broken Barrel Whiskey Company. So that was really fun. It was awesome hanging with Seth, who's the CEO there. I apologize for the technical issues. I know the stream was like lower quality. It seemed out of focus. I'm sorry. I'm not used to like having my camera set up somewhere else. I'm just using like a webcam. I don't have a fancy DSLR like some other channels. So it was a little out of focus. The lighting there wasn't the best, but we worked with it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that stream. It was a ton of fun hanging with him, and I hope to have him on the show again soon with some of their special releases. Like I said, if you missed that stream, go check that one out. So I appreciate y'all sticking to it. Hopefully this stream should look a lot better quality because I just upgraded to the more expensive StreamYard. So StreamYard has a basic plan that's 720p like HD, but I just upgraded to the 1080p. So hopefully I'm a little bit sharper. Not that y'all want to see this face any clearer, but it's always always good. It's expensive, but hopefully it's worth it. So let me know if everything looks good on your end. But yeah, what are y'all sipping on tonight? Like I said, I want to warm up a little bit. Patrick's calling me out. He said, did you just say this is your first Thursday night stream since last Thursday? Indeed it is. Well, I was going to say my first stream since, but I went live on Saturday playing some Sims. So Brandon says 4K. I don't even think they offer 4K. My webcam doesn't even do 4K. I thought about, actually, I almost bought a webcam recently. I was like, wow, it does 4K. That'd be so cool. But then I'm like, I can't even broadcast a 4K. My internet sure as hell ain't going to keep up with 4K. So hopefully 1080p looks okay. Oh, thank you, Emily. She says that was awesome. That was awesome. Live was awesome. Major props. Thank you so much. I was super nervous about doing an in-person thing, especially like not knowing the variables, not knowing the location, not knowing not to wear shorts. I'm like, oh my god, my crotch is just like showing this whole stream. So if you want to see some Cliffy crotch, tune into that. But I feel like I was like self-conscious. I was like hiding myself. I don't know. It's just weird when you're not in normal environments. So I'm glad y'all appreciated it. So hopefully y'all have something good poured in your glass. I need a sip of water because I've been talking a lot. All right, so let's dive into the TW Samuel so I can wet my whistle a little bit. It's 100 proof, same proof as the Remus we're going to be drinking. Question for you guys: do you have a favorite budget bottled and bond? This is Heaven Hill, of course. This bottle is probably like $16, $17. I got it 2 years ago, so it's been a while. So, wow, Pat says GoPro does 5.3K. Yeah, I don't think my internet, my Spectrum would keep up with that. No, Cliffy crotch was an option. Is that a Patreon thing? Well, Joseph, since you ask, I do have a Bourbon Daddy tier on Patreon. That is at the $100 a month level. Bourbon Daddy gets access to all of the perks of every tier below it, including our monthly tasting box that I send out to all of my Bourbon Terabytes. Shout out to you, Todd Koopa. I'll get in touch with you soon about this month's box. But yeah, so Bourbon Daddy gets access to that. Plus, they get a little something extra thrown in the box. They get a little private tasting after the terabyte tasting, if you know what I mean. So if anyone wants to become a Bourbon Daddy tonight, you know, I'm baby, basically. But yeah, so you guys can support me on Patreon for as little as $2 a month. $5 a month gets you access to our monthly hangout, and $10 a month gets you access to our after party hangout, which we will be doing right after the stream. Every Thursday night, we do after party for everyone, $10 and up. So I'm looking forward to hanging with you guys, especially before vacation, which, wow, I have a lot of announcements today. I apologize for rambling on. Hopefully y'all are drinking to keep up with it. Sherry G said, just emptied my Breckenridge. Oh, I have actually no loss there. Okay, I was gonna say I haven't tried that one. Yeah. Eric Jensen says early times when I can find it, it may not be bottled and bond. Walter 101. Good point. Yeah, it's the same price range. It absolutely counts in my book. Yes, Bourbon Daddy does get top tiers. I'm gonna pull out my phone from my pocket just in case the daddy decides to join us tonight. We'll see. Just in case. I don't want to miss Daddy. So, anyways, so I'm gonna drink a little TW Samuels just to wet my whistle. I don't think I'm sure I did at some point feature this on the channel. This was back when like I was really early on in my channel, so I wasn't doing as many live streams. So, but man, budget Heaven Hill, like the ones that are available not in Southern California, but available in Kentucky and maybe some other states, blow Evan Williams Bottle and Bond away. This is it's nutty. It's the right kind of nutty that Heaven Hill sometimes brings, mixed with some caramel. I always think of it as a bakery. Heaven Hill is my bakery distillery. So Eric Jansen says I've been drinking way too much. I've been drinking far too much to be tempted with becoming bourbon daddy. Well, I think that happened last. I've only had one bourbon daddy before, and that was my friend Aaron. And it was after a night of us hanging out and getting really drunk. He became daddy. So yeah, and it was just for 1 month too. But yeah, you don't. It's not a full year commitment. You can commit for a year. Holy crap! If you commit for a year, that'd be $1,000. Just a small potty change. Wow, pocket change for being my daddy for a year. So if anyone's feeling generous tonight, there's that. But I want to give back to you guys too. So if you're feeling generous, like I said, every $5 super chat is an entry. One entry into the wheel of whiskey where we're giving away all these samples. So palate is thoroughly wet. Let's go ahead and move on to the blind fight, shall we? So like I said, I have Remus Repeal batch 3, 4, and 5, 2019, 2020, and 2021. So I don't know which one's which. I have them poured in the glasses already. I have challenge coins on top of them. By the way, I know you guys had these already, but Bourbon Bites challenge coins are still available for $20 Venmo to @Bourbon Bites if you want your very own challenge coin. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Anyways, that was just a little segue to talk about that I've had these pre-poured. So yeah, so let's go and go to sample A. I don't know which one this is. I have the results. So basically, as soon as you guys see the results, I'll see the results. I have it saved in a banner that's going to pop up. So we're going to wait till the very end. We're going to taste through these. I'm going to find my favorite. And then, yeah, we're going to get to the reveal. So sample A. I don't know what this is. I mean, it's obviously Remus Repeal batch, but oh, man. I have loved every single one of these. I think yes, they're 100 proof. Like I would love a little bit higher proof, but there are some really old stock. I mean, let's just say that, this one's the 3. It's not the 3. I don't know. But even the Repeal 3, the bourbon in it is over 10 years old. So none of this is cheap. Not cheap. I read cheap because I was reading Joseph's comments. None of this is young bourbon. It's all very, very well aged. So the 100 proof doesn't bother me as much as if it were younger and low proof. Old tub, great choice. Joseph said I'd be more of a Patreon dude, but the second kid starts college next Monday. Totally understand. Moving her in tomorrow. Good luck. Those were always fun move-in days of college. No, they're not fun. But cheers to them, Joseph, and yeah, good luck with that. JTS Brown, old granddad, man, so many good choices. So many good choices. All right, so sample A on the nose. That age, this one, the age shines through. This smells old and oaky, which makes me think it's not the latest batch. The latest batch didn't smell as oaky, but it was almost a little more fruity. This, though, smells old and oaky. A little bit earthy. Earthy is not a note that I normally... It's a note that's always like weird with me. Sometimes I like earthy. Sometimes I'm a little off-put by it. This one, though, just on the nose alone, it's not bad. So it's a little earthy up front. But then it has some sweetness, but it's almost like a maybe floral. It kind of reminds me of like one of those, like, it's gonna sound really weird, but like those like not room fresheners, but like the body mist things from like girls used in the 90s or whatever. Like they're in a pink bottle. I don't know. There's probably a favorite flavor. I'm sure girls sound off in the chat, or guys if you used it too. I just had a lot of girl friends growing up. So maybe that's why I'm thinking a little floral on it though. But it's still it's not overly floral. It's just in the back end behind all the oak. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this first sample A. Cheers, guys. Ooh, that really opens up. Almost like your sinuses after sniffing one of those sprays. Wow. That's it falls off really quickly which is a bit surprising. The finish didn't seem to linger long. Again, it is 100 proof. Fred makes a good point. He says, knowing older MGP, that Remus 5 is right about cast strength at 100 proof. That's a good point. It may be. That Remus 5 is super rich and dense, so that would make a lot of sense. This one, though, I need a second sip for that one to get another opinion, because it surprised me. It starts out really... Oh, okay. The finish was a little bit better that time. It starts out really, I guess I don't want to say basic. It starts out very flat. Like there's the oak. It's a little bit of sweetness. It's just like at the tip of the tongue, it's kind of flat. But then like about halfway through, it really opens up and it get hit with that delicious flavor that I love about Repeal Reserve. So I think this one, I don't know if, I haven't visited in a while. Maybe it needs to air out a bit. I mean, these were freshly poured and put I need to start reading chat while I'm talking, because I must have put a Victoria's Secret on top. Oh God, the Victoria's Secret juice. Yep. Emily knows exactly what I'm talking about. It doesn't taste like that. So don't worry. Unless, I hate to let anyone down that was really looking for that flavor, but kind of reminded me a little bit of that on the nose. Man. Yeah. It's like a florally kind of like super vanilla, little artificial smelling, but it's not off-putting. It's just different, very different from what I remember from any of these. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. So I've set the boundaries pretty high. So we'll see if they get better or worse from here. So I need to double check something real quick. Sorry if you hear me real quick. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure we're good on YouTube. Like I said, whenever I switch up technology, I get a little nervous that things aren't working properly, but just want to make sure that looked okay. So, all right. So sample A, off to a good start. Let's see where we go from here. So that was my challenge coin on sample A. Sample B, I'm actually using a challenge coin from our good friend, Eric Waite Whiskey Studies. Talk about hefty coin. His is like twice the diameter of mine, super hefty, and has his face on it. What do y'all think? Should I put my face on my next challenge coin? Let me know if you want to see Cliffy. Or I can use my little emoji face that my Bite Club members have access to. By the way, Bite Club members, sound off in the chat with your Cliffy emojis. I'm looking for them. I love seeing them in the chat. It makes me feel a little happy. Maybe I'll put a little Cliffy on my next challenge coin. We'll see. All right, sample B. So, again, these are all 100 proof. They're all MGP. They're all Remus Repeal Reserve. They're just different batches. What's up, Swan? Good to see you, man. Ooh, okay. There we go. James Taylor. Thumbs up to you. All right. So, Nick the Greek, thank you so much. Cliffy. Yeah, I love that. The Cliffy one's my favorite because I totally end up by him. I literally look identical to that emoji by the end of the night. People in the after party, they know what's up. All right. So, B on the nose. I'm liking B on the nose. It reminds me of what I loved about number 5. I'm not trying to predict, but I think B reminds me a lot of what I love about him on the nose. All right, let's go and try B. Cheers. Wow. Okay. Very, very different. Like flavor wise is similar flavors. It's just the way they hit you is different. The first one was backloaded. It took a minute for all those flavors to pop and like burst out. This though, I like this. It starts out with like this big, rich. I always describe. I find in MGP bourbon hard to describe because I always get just a well-balanced bourbon. Like it's hard to pull specific notes. I think MGP, that's why I love it so much. It doesn't, spike in any certain direction. That it's not always a bad thing. Jim Beam spikes in nuttiness, and I freaking love nutty whiskeys. So there's that. But I think MGP is very solid. What about you guys? Is there any specific notes that like tell you, oh yeah, that's MGP? Let me know because I'm very curious. Tony says, "What does your shirt say?" Oh well, Tony, my shirt set. Let me get ready to swap this out. My shirt says, "All your bourbon are belong to us." So it's a reference to an old video game. But yeah, it's my merch. So if you want to get this and other shirts, I actually just put up some new merch earlier this month. bourbonbites.threadless.com. You can get this shirt along with the Bourbon Bites t-shirt, a Bite Club t-shirt, and some other cool, fun designs. I have another idea too that I need to get put on there. So thank you for that shout out. Also, while you're at it, make sure you are following me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, but mostly Instagram because I've been doing the 30 days of bourbon. I don't know, a lot of people are doing this right now, like the Bourbon Heritage Month, but I'm putting a little gaming twist on it, just like my channel here. Get it? Get it? So I've actually been posting video game and bourbon pairings every single day of the month. I've done 16 of them so far. It's been a ton of fun. I like, finding video games, finding things that relate to different bourbons. So if you're at all interested in that, and also it just really does help this channel by you following me on Instagram as well, at Bourbon Bites, and let me know which one's your favorite. If you get a chance to look at that, let me know which pairing is your favorite so far. I have a few more up my sleeve. We got how many more days? About 14 more days this month. So, but yeah, I'm going back to the mentioning of the super chats because we got our first super chat tonight. So far, Joseph Brazo is guaranteed to win the samples because he's the only one that's super chatted. So y'all want to make some competition for Joseph there? Otherwise, I'd be happy to send them to Joseph. But cheers, he said I might need to hang out tonight. Well, Joseph, I see what you did there. That was your after party hangout invite. Okay, Joseph has been an OG member since the beginning. So anytime he super chats the amount of that Patreon level, I give him a little free pass, but that's just for you, Joseph. But that's also the only entry into tonight's giveaways. So if y'all want to have some competition for Joseph, let him have it. All right. So let me go back to B. Oh, here. Oh, yeah. Y'all are answering my question about MGP. Let me make sure I didn't miss anyone up here. Cool. Austin Phelps, which by the way, welcome, Austin. Good to see you, man. MGP says stewed dark oaky fruits. Oof, that sounds good. That reminds me a lot of what I thought about Series 5. Like I said, if y'all missed that review, I posted it earlier this week. Or was it? I think maybe it was last week. I lose track of the days because I've been looking forward to vacation, which I forgot to mention. This Saturday, actually tomorrow is when I'm leaving. This Saturday, I will be live and on location from Honolulu, Hawaii, with our good friend Don Nishida. So we will be doing a flight of Hawaiian whiskey and saison, I think it's pronounced. I've had a little bit of on the channel before, but this theme is going to be all Hawaiian spirits on location in Hawaii at his house. It's going to be a ton of fun. So that's this Saturday, my normal Saturday time, which is 6 p.m. Pacific. So 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, and 3 p.m. Hawaiian time. So it's going to be day drinking with Cliffy. That's how it's going to go. So tune in this Saturday. It should be a lot of fun. We fly out really early in tomorrow morning. So fingers crossed everything goes well. We got our vaccine cards. We got all that info we need. Hawaii's pretty strict about that right now. So we're fully prepared, but I'm super excited for that trip. I see y'all coming through. Fred Gilbert says toasted marshmallow, sweet tobacco, oak, rich caramel drizzle. Man, these notes, y'all know those are my toasted marshmallow is my weak spot. That note, oh yes. But I totally get what you're coming from with Fred. Actually, I'm gonna have another sip of B while I think about those amazing notes there. This I'm gonna go back to A because you always got to go back to your first one. When you're doing a blind flight, you can't forget the first one because your first one, you don't have anything to compare it to. So we're gonna go back to A, but B. I'm getting that sweet toasted marshmallow, Fred, for sure. And then I actually wasn't thinking tobacco. Tobacco is a fantastic note. I guess it's something that it's not a flavor note that I'm very familiar with. I don't smoke many cigars. I do enjoy the occasional cigar, but I don't smoke too many of them. So I often miss that note, but I'm getting picking up a little bit of that. So cheers to you, Fred. I have some super chats I got to catch up on. I see them popping up, guys. Don't worry. I'm getting to them. All right. So y'all are putting some competition out there for Joseph. Sorry, man. I shouldn't have mentioned anything. And by the way, Donnie, I appreciate you helping out with that. Oh no. Hopefully Donnie, I appreciate you helping out with that. I know it's like, if we have to manually do it and we have to pause and, calculate it manually, that's totally cool. We have plenty of time tonight. So thank you so much for Donnie for keeping up with that. All right, so James Taylor says free pass. Want to get it? Okay, yeah. James wants the samples. I thought y'all would. I mean, I figured each of these bottles is about, give or take, some is like $80 to $100. So you're getting, pours of three $80+ whiskeys. I think that's pretty cool. I would pay $5 for it. So there, James is entered. Also, Swan is entered. I'll fight you, Joseph. Let's go. Sugar Kitty says Remus never seen. I thought you were making a joke there, like Remus. I haven't met her. Like Reamer, I thought you were making a dirty joke there, but you weren't. But you've never seen it, so now might be your chance, Sugar Kitty. Adriana says, I never win. Does this really work? We'll find out. We'll find out. This might be, you know what? That might work for you. You're the first person to say it tonight. So we'll see. Eric Jansen says, time to be top dog. Well, Eric, you may not be bourbon daddy, but you might be bourbon puppy. Oh no, that's like a weird whole other fetish. You're top dog tonight, Eric. Another super chat from Nick the Greek. Thank you so much, Nick. Cheers to you, my friend. And Livewire whiskey for Adriana because she needs a win. So Livewire whiskey. So if Livewire whiskey wins, we'll give it to Adriana. Gotcha. Remind me if you win. So Donnie says he's putting in manual. Okay, Donnie, no worries, like no rush. If you need extra time at the end, well, I can fill time. Don't worry. So appreciate you again. And Donnie, since you're having to do it manually, throw yourself an entry in as well, even if you don't super chat. Just for keeping up with it tonight, you add your name to the list. All right, so B, I'm loving B, but I got to move on. I got to work my way through all three samples, and then go back to B and A. So let me move on to sample C, which, by the way, using another another challenge coin, from our good friend Matt, ADHD Whiskey. So he has these on his channel. Go check them out, as well as Eric Waite and mine. But yeah, I love Whiskey Tube challenge coins. So if you have a channel out there and you have a challenge coin, let me know. I'm down to swap, just to send you one of mine. I'll give you mine if you give me yours, kind of thing. So this is sample C. For some reason, this one looks a lot darker. That's really interesting. I don't know. Maybe it's just the depth perception. For some reason, C looks a lot darker from the distance here. Todd Cooper says, Joseph, I'm your Huckleberry. All right, so. And Emily says, fetish already. It's early yet. Yeah, it is pretty early, but hey, you never know what's going to happen on a Bourbon Bites stream. That's my motto. Or I guess I should say, you never know what Cliffy will do or say. We might end up shirtless by the end of the night. We'll see. But thank you, Todd, so much for the super chat. All right, so sample C. Let's go ahead and give it a nose. So this one's oak dominant, similar to the B. Actually, no. On the nose, I said A was the dominant oak. B was a lot more subtle. Yeah, this is a bit of an oak bomb on the nose. And the fruit that jumps to my mind is a little bit of like a sour red fruit, like almost, dare I say, like a raspberry. I don't even like raspberries. Raspberries not my favorite fruit. But there's a little bit of like a sourness to it, like a tartness, and like a red berry. So for some reason, my mind is going towards raspberry. But still, a lot of oak. It's almost like a Christmas candle kind of situation. Like your Christmas, like how Yankee Candle has like fresh snow scent, which I don't even know what fresh snow is even supposed to smell like. This has a bit of a fresh snow element, with that toasted marshmallow oak, and some raspberries. A little bit of tree. No, I'm just kidding. No tree. But I was trying to think of like juniper, but no, it's not. It's still very Christmassy. It's Christmas in a glass on the nose. Nothing wrong with that. So, as James Taylor says, no wrong time for a fetish. Cheers, guys. Sample C. Ooh, okay. That one's rich up front. Chocolate. Now, I'm just adding on top of the notes because these are all the same bourbon. They're all going to share notes. When I say something a specific note at this point, it's what makes it unique. This one's like a dark, like hot cocoa on Christmas. Hey, I don't know. Something about the Christmassiness of this is really, really working for me tonight. Even though I'm about to go to Hawaii, I'm still in the, it's almost fall. We're almost that season. Edward Fulmer says, by the way, what's up, Edward? I've only had the Remus Repeal Patch 3, and it's amazing. One of my top 5 bottles. Wish I could find the 5 in NorCal, Northern California, and no luck so far. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I know it's in California. I've seen it in California, in Southern California at least. I'm surprised you found Batch 3. The only time I found Batch 3 was at a random-ass liquor store in Arizona. I recorded a whole segment telling this story on my review, but I did not include it. I kind of cut it out of the review because I was like, that's irrelevant. I'll tell it here. So Repeal Batch 3, which is one of these samples we're drinking tonight. This one is the 2019 batch. This past Christmas, because COVID was kind of like going freaking crazy, we decided not to fly back home to visit family this past Christmas, which was very sad, very unfortunate. But we both have a lot of, well, mostly my husband, he has a lot of older family members. So we did not fly back home. We didn't want to, risk. It was before we were all vaccinated. So we didn't go home for Christmas. However, we did a bit of a mini road trip. So we drove through Las Vegas. We stopped and did a little bit of gambling, and then went to the Grand Canyon. So we drove through Arizona, and there was like some really, really tall, small desert towns in Arizona. And one of them, I was so scared to go in because I'm like, this looks like the town that I get killed in just for being gay. I don't know. I know that's like extreme, but like I'm talking like dirt roads to pull into the liquor store. I probably shouldn't have just like blindly went to a liquor store, but I did. And trust me, I survived. It was fine. I didn't. The only weird thing was like that was during a mask ordinance and no one had masks on, but it's fine. It's a small town, whatever. But it actually, so I went in and I didn't, they had basic stuff. I was kind of looking for dusty bottles. Usually when I go into sketchy liquor stores, I look for older bottles. Nothing like that. They had, I grabbed 2 bottles. What did I grab? I remember. They had the Knob Creek 12, not the cash strength, the regular Knob Creek 12 small batch. It was my first time actually seeing it. So I grabbed that, and then I saw Remus Repeal Reserve batch 3, and they had it on sale. It was like $70. I'm like, I gotta buy that, and oh my god, I'm so glad I did. But I'm curious to see where it places tonight, because I that was my second one. I had the 4th one first, then I had the 3, and then I had the 5th. So I just, there's like a random liquor store I would have never gone into, but I'm glad I did because it made the stream possible. Say, hey, word of advice tonight, check out your local sketchy liquor store, but be safe about it. Don't go into a bad neighborhood in the middle of the night and walk into a liquor store. Probably not the best idea, but I did survive. Asked Don, he said I survived. Indeed, I did. So, all right, let me go back to sample C because I need a second sip. Yeah, it's like a mix. I know it's cocoa, because I always am tempted to say like coffee, because coffee is a little more a note that I get more often, but this is straight up sweet, like sweet cocoa. Still has that toasted marshmallow note. It's like those little mini marshmallows that you can put on top in the Swiss Miss pack. This is very interesting. This is very off flavor profile from the others. I think the other two are very similar. This one though, it goes a lot of really interesting directions. So I'm curious to see what I put it once I start ranking these in about 10 minutes or so. So stay tuned and find out my ranking. Sherry says you were in Phoenix and did not say hi. We didn't go through Phoenix. We were north of that. So we just go through, I think not Barstow. It's like it's literally like if you're driving from Las Vegas to Grand Canyon, you have to like dip through these like little towns. So it wasn't Phoenix. We didn't go that far south, although I'd love to go to visit Phoenix someday. So if I do, I will definitely let you know. Anyone else feel like they should step away and give Cliffy that moment with the whiskey? Maybe, but it's almost like it's giving me those like baby it's cold outside kind of vibes, because I might want to have someone here with me, drinking it with me. Hopefully not sexually harassing or seducing me in that way, but in a good kind of way. Anyways, time to go back through and try these again. Let me go back to A, because A was the first one. You never know how you're going to feel going back to it. So C is leaving me feeling real good and toasty tonight. So hopefully whoever wins the sample pack tonight gets those feels too. If you win the sample pack of these and you want to drink C on a Skype call with me and we sing Baby It's Cold Outside together, we can make it happen. So, hey, I'm just saying, little bonus perk for everyone that enters the giveaway tonight. You might get to do a little duet with Cliffy. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Let me put Matt's cat back on that, because I feel like Matt would not approve of this conversation right now. All right, so let's go back to sample A. Yeah, A, man, I'm getting confused because I thought I said that A was super oaky up front, but on the nose, that's not nearly as oaky as the other two. The other two are way, way, way more oaky. This is a lot more sweet, Victoria's Secret body spray kind of a note. Brandon says we can sing that next time we stream. Cliffy needs a cigar. We might smoke cigars at Don and Sheeta's house. We'll find out. Maybe we'll do a cigar and whiskey. I don't know. That's a lot to try to plan for. I'm going to be drinking all day. It's a vacation, so I don't know what I'm going to get to. I thought I saw a comment. I want to make sure I'm keeping up with everything. I thought I saw. Oh, Sherry says I love Vegas. Always looking for an excuse. Well, good for you. We're going to be doing a Bourbon Bites Las Vegas meetup 2022. It's going to happen. Don't know the details, but I know a few other smaller channels out here in Southern California are down. I know some bigger channels out a little bit more east are down. So there will be some sort of Whiskey Tube meetup, Las Vegas 2022. Start looking at hotels now. I don't know the dates yet, but yeah, we're going to make it happen. So stay tuned. If you're not subscribed and you want to go to that, make sure to subscribe. Hit the bell button so you get notified. If tickets go on sale or something a little early, hit the bell button. You get notified first. There's that. But of course, if we do that and we do have tickets, Patreon, of course, will get first access. And then I'd open up to Bite Club members, which is the YouTube community. And then we do it to the general community. But again, that's 2022. There's plenty of time to figure out the details on that. Independent Joe says he definitely wants in on that. Good to see you, Joe. Actually mentioned you earlier tonight. So yeah, go check out his channel. He just uploaded a video, I think this morning, actually. So go check him out. Awesome guy and awesome channel. So anyways, how can we look at hotels if we don't have a date? Okay. Start researching which hotels you might want to stay at. There we go. I have some recommendations, by the way. I love Las Vegas. I literally, usually pre-COVID, go there like at least every 3 months. So happy to talk. Once we know the dates, I'll do some we'll do some calls and we'll do like some hangouts and stuff and figure it out. So anyways, back to sample A. And it's hitting me the exact same way. The first palette, like on the palette at first, it's very like dull, not much going on, but then it really opens up halfway through and it's super sweet. I think it's probably the sweetest of them all, but I don't know. I like a whiskey that's like very interesting all the way through. So I think it's unique and it's good. None of these are bad. I'll tell you that right now. It may not be my favorite tonight. So let me move back to B, and then I'm going to taste them one more time, and then we're going to rank these, and then we're going to tell you what's what. So let's go back to B. Whiskey Mountains is packing for a bachelorette this weekend. Oh, that's fun. Awesome. Have fun with that. I never had like a bachelor party or anything for my wedding because I mean, all of our friends were basically the same friends. So like we didn't have individual people to bring, but we totally should have done, thinking back, like if I could redo it, I would totally like do a bachelor party, but like both my husband and I both go together. We just invite all of our friends and do a massive like Vegas or something trip. That'd be so much fun. Didn't do it, but I was in Charlotte. Oh, okay. Well, say hi to my mom for me. All right. So sample B. Brandon says, let's get a suite. And hey, maybe pull it all. We'll do hangover style. Maybe. God, could you imagine us all just piled into a Vegas suite? I would just say my card would not be the one for the deposit. I am not getting a drunk room of you guys and myself in a room on my credit card. That's a bad idea. If any of you want to put the deposit down, put it in your name, put it in your, driver's license. Like, please don't reach out to me after this party. Let me know. But I might not do that. So B does drink a little sweet up front, but it has a lot more depth to it. Oh yeah, all the way through, more depth. It starts sweet, then it gets really rich and oaky on the back end of the palate. It's honestly, that's just really, that drinks, like, out of all of these, this drinks the most like a limited edition special release whiskey. And that doesn't mean it's my favorite. It just drinks like a balanced, long finish, super toasty. Toasty is my key word. So if something's a little toasty, I get a little excited. So yeah, so that's really good. But I got to do a little side by side between B and C because let's be real, those are my two favorites so far. So let me go back to C, and then we'll get this order locked in and get to the results. By the way, what are you guys drinking? I know you guys were drinking some other things earlier on. Sherry. Sherry told me that. And I just had, holy crap, someone just bought something. Okay. We got some things happen. Wait. Okay, for a year. Oh my God. Sherry G, I thought you just became a bourbon daddy. I was very confused. I was like, did she just become a bourbon daddy? No, but she joined for a year. Sherry G, I hope you get to come to the, I don't know, you don't have to tonight because I know it's like last minute, but we're doing an after party hangout tonight. Over on our Discord server. By the way, everyone's welcome to join Discord. It's open to the public. It's bourbonbites.com. But we have a special room for patrons for the after party hangout. So Sherry, if you are down tonight right after the stream, please join us. Get on Discord. Make sure to let me know your name on Discord, and I'll give you your status and everything. And then join us in the after party room because I would love to have you. Thank you so much. Seriously, those of you that commit for a whole year, it means a lot. It means that you guys are willing, you sticking with me. You know, I promise I'm not gonna leave you. If you don't leave me, we'll see. But Sherry, thank you so much for that. That really does mean a lot. And I see someone bought something. They bought a shirt. I don't know who it was. It doesn't tell me who it was, but whoever bought a shirt today, thank you so much. It does help out the channel. So I see you got the 1UP shirt. I love that shirt. My only problem with that shirt is it's green. The one that I own is green. So there's a little. If those of you don't know, it just says 1UP and has a whiskey glass. I love that shirt, but it's green and I'm in front of a green screen, so I can't wear it during streams. But hey, whoever got that, enjoy it. Because it's one of my favorite shirts that I've ever, designed. So cheers to Sherry and cheers to whoever bought the shirt and cheers to all of you. So sample C, time to make a decision. By the way, like I said, I'm going to close off the drawing for the sample giveaway in about 7 minutes here. So if anyone has not yet entered or anyone wants an extra chance, now's your chance. Every $5 gets you 1 entry to get all 3 of these samples. So we'll see. But C... we'll see. But C is so unique. I gotta go back into it. Eric is drinking Whiskey Acres Distillers Reserve Rye, local craft distillery in Illinois, and Dave Pickerel's last consultation job. Holy crap, that's a very special bottle, Eric. Man, enjoy that. Dave Pickerel. I mean, everything he's been involved with that I've ever tasted has been delicious. So, cheers, man. Donna Sheeta says, I'm late. What did I miss? Well, you missed me teasing up our stream together for Saturday. So this man right here, live on location from his residence in Hawaii for Saturday. So tune in to that. It should be a lot of fun. But Don, but what did you miss? I'm giving away samples of all 3 Remus Repeal reserves from the past 3 years. Every $5 super chat is 1 entry. If you're actually curious on what you missed. So, all right, C. All 3 of these start sweet. It's where it goes from there is what's interesting. A starts sweet but really subtle, and then goes nice, really long, nice finish, but then it just it waits till the end. B starts sweet, but it's really intertwined with the oak. It's super longest finish is B for sure. Like I said, B drinks like an LE whiskey. C, though. Eric says, would love to get you linked up with the company sometime. That you would have a good time. Yes, if you guys have local distilleries that you want to see on the show, see me do a tasting with, please put them in touch with me. contact@bourbonbites.com. You can reach me or you can just give me their email address. Love having small distilleries on. I had Tom's Foolery on probably a couple months ago now. But I've had some big guys on too, like Barrel and Stellum and things like that. But I love having small distilleries on. It's so much fun. We had Broken Barrel last week. They're not a distillery, but they do really cool finishing with their whiskeys. So I love small brands. Please send them away. Happy to feature them on the channel. Don says, well, I might as well enter then. No, you know what? I didn't give you the spiel to get you to enter, but hey, you want your shot. So Don, if you win, you'll get those hand delivered to you. That's pretty special. Everyone else is getting them hand delivered too, but you'll get them hand delivered, if you know what I mean. All right, time to make some decisions. Thank you, by the way, Don, for the super chat. Appreciate it. And thank you, Donnie, again, for keeping up with that. So we'll leave it like 4 more minutes if anyone else wants to enter. Last chance to get this. But we're going to get my ranking now. So give myself a minute to deliberate. It's really good. Yes, Brandon says, #replay squad. If you guys are tuning in, if you made it this far watching the replay, first of all, I appreciate you. #replay squad in the comments below. I see you. Feel free to let me know your favorite Remus batch if you tried any of them. Adriana did use the I never win first. So we'll see whoever says it first. Sherry says, I'm a little toasted right now. Hey, me too. I'm getting there. So Fred says there's no Remus in Florida. So let's share the good news down there. Okay. Y'all are gonna have to remind me. Those of you that are entering for other people, Donnie and I, we already have a lot to keep up with. So if you're entering for other people and you win, remind us at the end to like send to them. But cheers to you, Fred. Thank you so much. And Emily, good luck. Because sounds like you need some Remus. All right. Final deliberation. Sorry, I'm like nodding to myself because I'm like keeping a mental note of my favorites. I think I got it. Eric says batch 4 for me. Great balance and price. I actually did not have a favorite because I've never tried these all side by side, but now is the time to reveal my order of favorites from least favorite to favorite. Now, again, none of these are bad. All delicious, delicious whiskeys. I'm so glad. I'm at the point where every time I see one of these, like a new batch of these, I'm going to buy it instantly. Because not only is it well-aged stuff, some of this stuff is up to 16 years old MGP, which, by the way, if you think about 16-year-old MGP, I mean, you're looking at like single-barrel store picks, you know, ridiculous value secondary on that for like smoke wagon and things like that. Sherry said, did I just hear Remus? I'm in. None here yet. Yes. I mean, if you guys are just now tuning in, I'm giving away samples of all 3 of these Remus Repeal reserves, so you can do your own little flight. So every $5 is an entry to get an entry to the wheel of whiskey, which we're about to spin here. So cheers to you, Sherry. Good luck for the spinning. All right, order. Last place. I hate to do last place because it's not bad. My least favorite tonight has to go to Sample A. To me, it was just a little flat up front. It got better at the end. It had a nice, I guess I would say finish. It wasn't a long finish. What was there of the finish was really nice. So let's see what Sample A was. My last place was... Oh, really? Oh, okay. That's a surprise. I thought 4 would rank higher because I've drank the most out of all these. I've drank way more of 4 than all the other 3. So last place was Remus Repeal Reserve Series 4, which was the 2020 release. This one is a blend. It's only 2 different whiskeys that are in this one. It is 77% of 2008 bourbon and 23, which is a 21% rye mash bill, and 23% 2008 bourbon, which is a 36% rye mash bill. So both 12-year-old bourbon whiskeys, just 2 different mash bills. Yeah, that's. I guess maybe that's just because it wasn't, that interesting of a blend. They just took their 2 different mash bills from the same year and put them together. Nothing wrong with this. I love 4. I've been drinking a lot of this. I just thought it may have ranked higher. That's really interesting. But again, nothing's wrong with this at all. It's just out of these 3, it's not my favorite. So that's a surprise. Eric says, gotta love results from blinds. Absolutely. Like I said, I thought I would have loved 4, but I do love it, but it's not my favorite tonight. We're going to find out that here soon. Actually, we're going to find out right now, because my favorite Remus Repeal Reserve between Series 3, Series 4, and Series 5 was Sample B. Hold on, let me take this off the screen. Let me not confuse you. Let me put that back up. All right, so let me say that again. Favorite of the night was Sample B. For me, it was the most rich. It was had the longest finish. It didn't necessarily spike in any direction that I thought was exceptional in terms of like, oh, this really stands out as a nutty bourbon or as an oaky or earthy bourbon. It just drank so well. So B is my favorite. So let's go ahead and before we reveal B, let's talk a little bit about my second place winner. So second place, which will reveal, it's hard when there's only 3 samples because like second place immediately reveals what the other one is, but I don't want to dismiss second place. Second place was C. C, I thought, was a really good pour. It was really unique. It had that cocoa note. This is the glass I want to sit around, a bonfire at Christmas with. C is chocolatey. There's nothing wrong with C. It's actually very, very close to B, but C didn't quite do it for me tonight in terms of beating out the competition. My second place was Sample C. Okay. Sample C was Remus Repeal 5, which is the one that I just reviewed. I freaking love that whiskey. Again, super close. First and second place were so close. They were just different. And I thought this one had a unique flavor profile, but it wasn't the standout tonight. So that means first place here tonight was none other than Remus Repeal Reserve Series 3. That was my sample B. That was my winner. Holy crap. So the 2019 release was my favorite Remus Repeal Reserve. Very, very interesting. So Brandon says batch 3. Okay, well, you guessed it, Brandon. Welcome, Donald. What's up, Donald? Donald's another patron of the show. Yeah, wow, okay. So, wow, the oldest release is my favorite. So, Series 3, let me just read the bottle for you guys. This was, again, the 2019 release. This is 12% of a 2007 bourbon, 21% rye, 78% of 2008 bourbon, 21% rye, and 10% of a 2008 bourbon, 36% rye, which means, sorry, I'm like doing the math here. The bourbons in this are the same, I don't know if it's the exact same bourbon, but it's the same year and same mash bill of the ones in 4, but they're a little younger in here. And they have, oh, wow, that's interesting. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. So this one has a little bit younger bourbon, and y'all know Series 5 has the oldest bourbon. So Series 5 is the oldest of the oldest release ever. Series 5 is, I don't know if I can show you. It doesn't really, it's kind of out of focus. Series 5 is, watch my review for the full breakdown, but it's 54% 2008 bourbon, 13% 2008 bourbon. So they all use that same 2008 bourbon. The only thing is, they're releasing this every year. So that's the same 2008 bourbon ages an additional year between each of these releases. But this one not only has that, it has a 2006 bourbon and a 2005 bourbon. So this has up to 16-year-old bourbon in it. It was not the winner tonight. However, very, very, very close between batch 3 and batch 5. Both were fantastic. The only one that fell a little flat was batch 4, which is a surprise because I thought I loved batch 4. And I got to highlight this comment from Fred Gilbert. He says, between this and the Calumet 15, it's settled. I like wood more than you. Maybe so, Fred. I thought I liked my wood, but you prefer the older wood. I prefer the younger wood. But yeah, good point. Good point. I love that note, but hell of a claim. Donald Rand says, I have a sample of Remus 3 that I need to get to. Man, please do. Maybe drink it on tonight's hangout if you're going to join us. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Because I know you're more critical than I would be of it. So I'm curious to hear what you think of it. So Brandon says, you usually like the older release of whiskeys. Didn't you like the RC6 that makers fight the most over the FAE and SBR? Oh, so your terms like older in terms of not the actual juice, but the actual when it was released? Yeah, that's actually a good point. RC6 was my favorite makers. So maybe I'm just like, oh God, I'm turning into like, back in my day, it was so much better. So maybe you'll find out because we're about to do the drawing for the Remus Repeal Reserve Series 5. Now, let y'all know the results. I'll give you 60 more seconds for any super chats to come through. If anyone is very surprised by my results and they just like I got to try these myself, now's your chance. $5 is one entry. I'll give you a minute just in case these results shocked the world. So, by the way, you got to be U.S. I didn't mention this earlier, but you got to be in the United States because I'm not going to hand deliver samples to Canada or Mexico or Japan or Malaysia. I'm going to only hand deliver in the U.S. So if you want to get those in, we'll get that. Donnie, let me know when you are good to go. I know you've been manually keeping up with that. I appreciate you so much, man. So Donnie, just let me know when you're good to go and where you'll be sending that list. I'm so sorry, Nick. Nick the Greek became a patron tonight. I'm so sorry. I need to turn my phone off and do not disturb. Nick joined the $10 tier, which means, Nick, are you joining our after party hangout? Make sure you guys, those of you that join Patreon tonight, make sure you are on Discord, bourbonbites.com. That's where we do the after party hangout. By the way, does that mean we're at 49? We're at 49 patrons. Oh my God, we are almost at 50 patrons. That's incredible. I never expected Patreon to grow so much. We have 49 patrons. Holy crap, that's awesome. Thank y'all so much. To everyone that's been a patron so far all along and people that have joined tonight and recently. I hope y'all you know, stick around. I try to make it so much fun for my patrons. I try to make we hang out every week. So hopefully that's, you know, enough of a benefit. But I also like to do some things like challenge coins. The $10 tier, y'all get challenge coins after 3 months. So you get some physical perks too. So 49 patrons. That is awesome. So, all right. So I think we're ready to spin our wheel of whiskey. Once Donnie gives me the heads up, good to go. All right, Donnie, where am I copying this list of names from? Did you message me? I just want to make sure I have the list, the final list. Thanks. Steven says the challenge coins are nice. I killed a squirrel with it. What's up, Eric Thompson? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in at the very end. Make sure to catch the replay to hear my winner might be right down there. But otherwise. All right, so I'm gonna get that list from Donnie. I'm not sure where it is, but I'm gonna get it, and then we're gonna spin the wheel of whiskey. So, Donnie, let me know. Oh wait, he sent it in a Facebook message. Thank you, Donnie. Got it. All right, let me get that pasted in, and we're gonna pull up the wheel of whiskey. The winner here tonight. Oop, that did not copy. Come on, Facebook, get your shit together. I might have to do a little manual fixing in terms of like spacing the names out. Nope, it actually did it. Actually did it really well. All right, y'all ready for the wheel of whiskey? Let's go ahead and bring that up. Thank you again, Donnie. Did you add? Okay, Donnie. Okay, you added your name for. Okay, I see what you did there. All right, so let's pull up the famous wheel of whiskey. So we got everyone's named in here. We're going to shuffle it a couple of times just to make sure it's fully blended. Wheel of whiskey. All right. So let's go ahead and spin it and see who's going to win these samples here tonight. Cheers, guys. And thank you everyone that's watched so far. Seriously appreciate you guys tuning in every Thursday night. It does mean a lot. I hear that like time was also on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go same time as them, but it happens. So cheers. Let's spin the wheel of whiskey. Fingers crossed. Drinking my winner here tonight. It's real close. Fred Gilbert. Congratulations, Fred. That's awesome. I know you love the Repeal 5. I can't wait to hear what you think of the 3 and the 4. Congratulations to you, Fred. That's awesome. I'll get those samples out to you next week because again, I'm leaving early in the morning for Hawaii, and that would probably cost a lot more to ship from Hawaii. So, Fred, congratulations, and thank you again to everyone else that entered. This was so much fun. Hopefully, y'all had fun. Like I said, I'm live again on Saturday, so tune in. Normal 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Hawaii time. So tune in, and until then, this has been Bourbon Bites Whiskey Reviews with a gaming twist. I'm Clifton. Make sure to follow me on Instagram for the gaming whiskey pairings that I've been doing every single day of this week or every day of this month. But cheers. Thanks to everyone. I'm sorry everyone's tuning in now, but watch the replay. #replay squad. Love you guys, and I'll see you on the after party hangout. Everyone on Patreon. Cheers. All right. Have a good night.